tease you. I wanna please you. I wanna show you, baby, that I need you. I want your body till the very last drop. I want you to holler when you want me to stop and move your life.
A 90s US R&B sensation and star Keith Sweat is in the country and will be doing 2 concerts in Johannesburg, and off you'll go to Mpumalanga. He joins us this morning to talk about his journey, his longevity, and making it last forever. The legend himself, Keith Sweat. Again, welcome to the show. People would be very interested when you say, according to your website, you say the innovator of the New Jack Swing. What does that mean?
Well, you know, New Jack Swing was invented by myself along with Teddy Riley. So when you say innovator, I started the whole New Jack Swing era.
Yeah.
The whole late 80s, early 90s. You know,
and that's exactly, that's when music had a meaning. It had soul, it had sensuality about it. It made people feel good and created an environment where you wanted to be close to the one you love. These days it's gyrating. Are you a traditionalist in that sense?
Well, you know, I like doing what I do. When people hear Keith Sweat, they want to hear Keith Sweat. They don't want to hear me do somebody else's. I mean, I can't take away from the Chris Browns and the Neos and people like that, but you know, and actually they give me my props for doing what they do, because I open the doors for a lot of those type of acts. So you know, so I just stay in my lane and they get in my lane and go outside my lane, their lane, and come into mine sometimes. I mean, you know, music is what it is. I mean, music is you're supposed to be able to create. And I'm not mad at the new music of the day, because, you know, I mean, they do what works for them.
Yeah, and you can synchronize from it. Like you said, you can borrow from them.
Yeah, you can borrow from them. They can borrow from me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think you love South Africa. And, of course, you've got a huge following here of people who have religiously bought your music and that will sing along to every word in the concerts. You were here at Ellis Park, if my memory serves me correctly, in the mid-90s, and now you're back a couple of times again. Right. What keeps you coming back?
Well, first of all, the fans. I mean, South Africa has been good to me. People here love me, I love them, and I have a loyal fan base here. So, I mean, when I walk down the street, people are like, Keith Sweat, Keith Sweat. So I love that. I love the fact that I can make people smile and make people happy and people enjoy my music. So that's what keeps me coming back.
Yeah. And of course you'll be doing all your classics, but you're working on new material that you probably would want to promote. But I know that as a fan, sometimes it's usually frustrating when your icon or idol starts singing the new material that you can't sing along with.
Well, that's why I don't like to sing new material unless people know it, unless it comes out, because people don't like singing or hearing things that, what is he singing? I mean, I have enough hits, you know, basically to just continue to stay on stage for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't really need to sing new material, because I have a whole lot of old material that I have to sing that people really want to hear.
But with that repertoire, and I know you draw from the energy of the audience, and sometimes musicians they're tempted to improvise, you know. So you'll do "I wanna go outside" instead of saying "in the rain."
You'll find you know that.
You know, you'll have the musician go "in the rain," or improvise in that sense, and you're thinking, just sing it like it sounds on the CD.
No, I don't do all that. I sing my songs like the CD, so people, because I know fans like to sing along. Yeah. And everyone has their favorite song. Like some people's songs is Nobody, some people's favorite song is Twisted. Yeah. Some people's favorite song is Make It Last Forever. People like to sing along with the songs. So basically, I try to sing it like the record so they can sing it.
I grew up on your music, and I'm really fascinated in that your longevity is something obviously young people or young artists can learn from, and it's just keeping it or making it last forever as the legend. I know you've got a book that you authored on that, the do's and don'ts. What is the key to success in this business?
The key to success is, you know, being consistent. Always try to reinvent yourself. I try to look at what everyone else was doing along with what I have done, and try to come up with new things that really won't take me out of my lane, but people to still enjoy Keith Sweat. And as long as you keep reinventing yourself time and time again, you can stay in this business.
Yeah. I mean, just reflecting now, and I know you've got people that influenced your life and your music philosophy. We just heard news of George Duke, one of the world's greatest composers, and jazz maestro who passed on. And one wonders that the legacy of those greats is often missed. Of course, it will live on in the music, but we don't really draw from their life lessons and, you know, take a leaf out of their book. So who is it that inspired you, and who continues to motivate you?
People like Charlie Wilson, the Isley Brothers, I mean, the OJs. I've learned from Lionel Richie. You know, we can go on and on and on about.
So you're old school like that?
Old school like that. I can go on and on and on in terms of the people that inspired me to do what I do, and I've learned from them. So I think they were good teachers for me because I'm still in the business and still doing what I'm doing. So they were definitely good teachers.
Yeah. And you're performing live at Guanyamazana. Tell us a little bit more about what people can expect there.
Well, they can expect for me to do a great show. I'm performing with my band, and I'm doing it for Robert, you know, and basically it's about giving back. He gives back to the community every year, and it's his 50th anniversary, and he called me here to do my thing, and I'm proud and happy definitely to be here for him.
Yeah. This reminds me of my youth, and I'm totally trying to compose myself and not sing along, but for those who are not familiar with your music, here's a little taste of Keith Sweat.
Sexy like me, nobody who can treat you like me, my baby. Nobody, baby, nobody. And who can do it like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need? Nobody. Who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby, nobody. I want the night for me and
All right, we've just asked you to give us a message for Women's Month. It is Women's Month in the country, so if you look into the camera behind me.
Hi, this is Keith Sweat, and this is Women's Month. Love, cherish, treat your woman good, fellas. This is Women's Month, so, you know, and I've written a lot of songs for the women, so make sure you love them the best way you can.
And you know how to treat a woman right.
Hey, definitely.
Okay, and I think some brothers would probably have never broached this discussion. They may have absent fathers, or where they draw the way they treat their women. What do you think are the key top 5 priorities in handling a lady?
Well, most men, I mean, every man is raised from a woman. So, you know, I mean, the way you treat your mom is the same way you should treat that woman that you're with. I mean, it's very important because that woman is the woman that will have your children. So, I mean, those type of things are very important to really love her, because your children will see that and love you as a man if they see how you treat their mama, because you know how kids love their mamas. Men as well as women.
I almost want to introduce you to my mama, but we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much. It's wonderful having you. God bless you exponentially. Thanks so much for coming this morning. Sunrise.